Now, the new school of thought is essentially going against this pattern. The new school of thought is that hey, you do not need vector databases. You ideally should, if you're especially if you're building agents, you do not need vector databases. You do not need typical RAG. What you do need is to be able to expose certain files with data that you need, and your agent would automatically traverse them, get the data that you need by reading files and basically slicing and dicing data from the files and coming up with responses, right? Again, just like RAG, except that without the chunking part, without the embedding part, basically just doing file searches using the agent and the LLM, and then getting that done, and using tools, basically using tools and LLM rather than using RAG and vector databases and embeddings and all of that stuff. That is the new school of thought. With that in mind, I ran through. So I was a little skeptical about this at first. So I ran through an example, I built an example using a specific set of technologies. So I've used something called Tiger FS today. And the reason, let me explain the reason for why I use Tiger FS. And I also use something called Light Parse from Llama Index. And I'll explain why that happens as well.